Welcome back to Contradiction. This is the final hour. We are getting close to an answer of sorts. We have discovered that Kate was the prime candidate, and that Simon was asked to test her. And most likely, something went wrong during that testing, which is how the morphine got in her system. Now the question is, what happened after that? We're gonna have to ask Simon a few things.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
No? Okay.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about Atlas.
Right. Here's where we have the, okay.
Thank you.
Not
Probably
quite yet.
Be back later.
Anyone burning evidence over here?
Ask you a couple more things, please. Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, is the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But
Mostly they aren't up to it.
what happens then?
They get sacked.
That's a new detail. Yeah.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I think I'm gonna go check on James.
Step out for a bit. Have you managed to raise the question of whether Liam was also a prime candidate?
Not yet.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Nominee?
Nothing. No.
That's
Nothing
all
new
for
with
the moment.
James.
Thank you. Ask about a few more things, please.
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it
course.
covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested.
No, we don't encourage
Kind
anybody
of fundamentally
to hurt or
nonsensical to
offend
ask
anybody else
students
either.
in this highly competitive how to be an amoral corporate sociopath course to assess each other's ability to be put on the top tier and given the bigger reward.
I don't trust him myself.
Seems like that's a test that would just by its nature always fail because you, as the assessor, would be aiming to sabotage everyone else because that's what the course wants you to do.
Yeah.
Students aren't supposed to harm each other, and yet your IT guy is very gross.
What? But...
I think that's educating. A lesson's not a test, surely.
Ah. Threshold testing. Is it about what goes on in the mirror room, so then I could connect that to testing? Because... fucking called it. But which one?
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Oh, wait, no, that's not the one I wanted to...
Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
Quite right.
Well, nobody else is,
CD mentioned threshold testing. That's it.
Aha. You say you don't endorse threshold testing? That's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
But if you really want to know, 50 grand.
Huh?
She was worth 50 grand.
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else,
Perfect.
is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics, push, greed is good, all right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff.
Oh no,
The
he's going
survival
full
of
Randy and
the fittest.
Superman.
That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
I'll see myself out. I'll demand your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
doing his level best.
In the early evening, I was okay with the day for night.
Wait, no.
He's a policeman. We can't just.
You saw this. You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
Okay, what were you saying?
These day for night shots have reached the point.
Oh, yeah.
Big midnight.
Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
Let's see if I die if I just wander around. Is the chief not even there right now? I mean, it is midnight.
Go into the bar and order something not laced with poison.
I'm gonna check around on my way to... Let's see if we get attacked in the woods again. Yeah, this is the brightest midnight I've ever seen.
Hell of a moon out tonight.
You!
Double full.
Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous police inspector.
What is this? What the hell? Scotland Yard. Not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle!
Kyle.
Drop it!
Drop it.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Oh, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Eyewitness account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting. Now, Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me?
Simon killed her. Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
Any more likely than you, Ryan? Pig!
That face.
Oh!
I know. Police brutality.
Seeing him punch somebody is so great.
Okay.
A little bop on the snout.
That was so good. Also, bye, sacrifice. Don't get sacrificed on your way home. I hear that's a problem around here. Ryan's statement about Simon. Oh. I think they might have used a stock sound effect.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running. It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon, calm down.
No, I can prove it. Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's driving license, please.
Finally, the license.
See that pattern on the tape there?
There it is. Finally.
Let me show you something.
Finally.
See this pattern? Now look at that. It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
So?
So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan. He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once. Why has Kate's driving license got
I
a
was
piece of
asking
Ryan's
that
tape
within
on it?
like the first
I have
hour
no
of the
idea,
game.
Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
It's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong. Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere. It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, all right? Kate gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
I'm afraid I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas
But
works.
Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
But I didn't kill her! Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And what if yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
And now he's going to run the fuck away, presumably. Did he just take his bike? Is the bike gone?
Just dive into the sea and swim for France.
They'll have to extradite me. What, where did he go?
Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
Yeah. He's got to be right here. No? This is where we found... Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Yeah, he might be going to talk with Ryan, now that I think about it.
Damn.
Oh!
I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open.
Did I have a key for this? I didn't, did I?
Apparently, they just eventually opened their door.
Yeah. Shit.
Perhaps if we scry... Consult the spirits.
Everyone in this town is about to kill each other. Oh, I can't go in there. So wait, where did he go then?
Okay, James, I need all of your opium.
Do you want
No
questions,
questions.
please? Do you know how well Simon knew Kate?
Not really.
Did you ever see them together?
So why? Do you think he killed her?
I've no idea. Do you think he'd be capable of that?
Do you think we're all capable of it?
No, I don't.
Sure. So you've never been in your police car responding to an incident, driven past a school at high speed?
Don't know. Maybe.
Well, you've answered your own question then. When you've got a need and things get in your way, it's human nature to either ignore them or get rid of them. Any way you can. It's all murder is, isn't it?
Maybe you're right.
Kill or be killed, Jenks.
Ever seen tape like this anywhere before?
No.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
You know, Simon did say he had to go take some painkillers. I wonder if he's just not gnawing on the poppy pods right now. That would be hilarious. Aw. So sad. Alright. Well, I know one thing I can do. This should give us something.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Has the chemist been a location at any point in this game?
No.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know, because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
Aha. You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago, was that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside? That's the same tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape that was found attached to Kate's driving license, found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course, you.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca. Is there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca. Unless there's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What'll come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca! Would you like to explain to me exactly what is going on?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
Aha! There it is.
I think you had better tell me what you know, Rebecca.
Okay, you want to know what I know? Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money, our money.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, that someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it. I didn't do anything. She just fell in.
But you let her drown.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try, Rebecca?
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped. Well, she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
You killed her, Rebecca.
But she slept with my husband.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
You got the wrong girl.
Who? Emma. It was Emma.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder of Kate Vine. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
So,
Cross-reference. I couldn't see anything. Point outside the day for night shot.
But there's some loose threads here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted? And what really happened to Liam last year? It seems I've only scratched the surface of Atlas and the Rand business empire. Trying to find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places. Politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark after all.
Satan.
I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
You're gonna have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon. Thank you for your interest.
Well, that's Contradiction. That ended very abruptly, but I understand why, because at that point, she doesn't have a way to kind of get out of that once we connect the
It
tape.
feels like there's multiple endings or plans for a follow-up episode or sequel.
Yeah. Well, apparently they want to do more of these. And I hope they do, because this was pretty fun, despite the abrupt ending. Where the fuck did Simon go?
Disappeared to France. He's gone.
Yeah, I poked her with a stick.
Yeah, there was no way to rescue her, so I grabbed a branch and shoved her deeper into the water. That's what you do, right? Like, if you can't undrown her, you may as well drown her faster, you know, save time.
What the hell was that?
F5.
Acting! Yeah. No cheats used. Game completed with no cheats. I did it. Sure. Yeah, sure. Everyone go review, tell them, say good things about this game, and that it was enjoyable, and that you want to see more of it, so that they make more.
Support this and bring it success so that we can see more of this acting.
Huh? What? It's 12/8. Wait. What?
The final day.
Okay.
Get to do a final post-mortem roundup, or maybe this is just
Nope.
where the game ends.
Yeah, it said progress 100%.
Alright, we're just done. There just is.
Yep.
Put back in normal interface post-game. All the chief, I guess.
Call the chief. Yeah, I solved the case! Okay, whatever. Get back to the office.
Solved the murder in an afternoon. Still got it.
Nope. Alright. Well, that's the end of Contradiction. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on some other stream. Good night.